Welcome back, everybody, to another anime review from the Is It Isekai podcast. This is your host. I want to say with the most. Jim Jam here. I'm here once again on the YouTubes to let you know that I watched another whole season. Now, it's been a couple weeks since the season's been over, but I've been collecting my thoughts and what I think about this podcast, and along with my opinions with this podcast. With this anime, I've been collecting my thoughts and opinions with this anime, and to let y'all know that it was amazing once again. Season 2 of Gale Online, the spin-off of Sword Art Online. We had to follow Len, or Karen in her real life name, as she goes back into another squad jam. Another couples, well, the second one wasn't a squad jam. Squad Jam 3, and then a little beta testing with some quote-unquote AI that we find at the end of the season is not quite true, but those are spoilers, people. So I'm going to take it here about 10 or so minutes to go over the anime and tell you what I think about it, but I will warn you once again, this is called spoiler warning, quote-unquote unofficially, for the whole second season of Gale Online. So if you don't want to watch this and hear my review of it, then you should stop here, okay? That's your warning. So I'm going to go on about this. Okay, so a few years ago, Sword Art Online started. Okay, but there was a spin-off because, our main character went into Gale Online, which is not Sword Art Online. And then they decided for some reason to make a spin-off of that, of Karen being a newbie player to VR games, VR MMO games. And she goes in with her because her best friend, decides to talk her into going into the game. So she ends up going in the game, Gale Online, shoots a bunch of people, and has a P90, which is pink, which is just great because I don't know about y'all, love to play GoldenEye, and my favorite gun was a P90. So from then on, through my years of Call of Duty, a P90 is my gun. All right, so the fact that the main character of this show has a P90 and it's pink makes it all the better for me, Jim Jam, because I like me a P90. So this is great. I like that she is a very tall person in real life. The juxtaposition of her being a very short person in a video game and being very fast with a P90. Gotta get right up in there, shoot people. Yeah, I'm about to say something. Shoot people up in their keisters, and that's how the show goes. And during this time, she of course gets a rival because it's an anime, and ended up being on the same team as their rival, Peter Hui, which we learn is a very famous singer in real world, and in the game, she's very diabolical and a maniac, I guess you should say. It's a video game. You can do stuff that would be normally illegal in real life, but in a video game, because it's virtual, it's not real. So you can do that stuff in there, and we see that Peter Hui takes very much advantage of that, along with M, which we still haven't gotten a clear thing, but they were clearly naked in a couple episodes, so something was going on. Yet again, another spoiler warning. I thought he was her assistant in real life, but then I guess he's assisting her with ... And they go into the game and they assist each other, but they're on the same team as Len. And of course, she has other team rivals that are in there. And once again, in this season, we see them coming back for the squad jam because they want to take all the top people. And this is a huge cast of people. And of course, for the second half of the season, we get another little beta testing, which I should say, of course, but we don't know what exactly is going on with the developers of the game. We got a little spoilers in the last episode or two of what was actually going on. It's like, oh, okay. Which I will say, in real life, in this world, our world currently, that using VR for treatment of traumatic experiences 100% will be a thing. I'm just forecasting that now. If y'all don't know, that's 100% going to be a thing. And the fact that this anime went that far with it, like a TOG episode of Star Trek, forecasting the future. I'm talking about Back to the Future here, The Simpsons calling it, foreshadowing the decades afterwards type of thing, and it coming in real life. 100% going to be a thing. There's going to be therapy. I'm pretty sure they're doing it now. But I like that little spin-off there that they did, using real world applications for their software. That's pretty cool. So, Squad Jam number 3. It's a battle royale, so similar to that game where people die over a certain period of time. Fortnite, there it is, came to me. And Yep, that one. And then Call of Duty, yep, that one. Where the island that you're on kind of shrinks over time, and then finally you have like one victor. This is a team version of it though. And then I didn't really like the traitor part of it. That was pretty freaking annoying to me. Because I'm like, you guys are on the same team, and then a certain amount of half the people die, and then everybody has a traitor on their team, and then they go form it. I didn't like that part. It was good for storytelling because it caused drama, I know, for me. It flared up my emotions, so that made me more invested in the TV show. But I personally didn't like that. If I was playing a game and all of a sudden somebody was randomly on your team who was a traitor, like some house on the haunted hill, house on the hill, no, werewolf type crap, I would have been very upset. Oh man, I would have been so mad. But it was pretty cool how they used the stuff on the island, the train cars, and then the cruise ship at the end. That part was kind of cool. And of course, there was an AI on the cruise ship, so it was taking directions and floating around. Yeah, that part was pretty cool. I'm thinking about it in like a video game sense, because I will say I'm a video game geek just a little bit. And yeah, that part of it where you had to go to the cruise ship and then you didn't quite die because you were on the cruise ship and it still was floating, but it was sinking at the same time, and you could like pilot it or whatever. That part was pretty cool. If I was playing the game, I'd have been happy about that. Still don't like the traitor bull crap that they pulled. That part would have been annoying. But let me stick to the anime while I'm thinking here. I'm loving these games like Shangri-La Frontier, which I'll talked about or will talk about at some point. Where they take the real world video game stuff and they implant it into the game for us gaming geeks out there. This is definitely one of those animes. If you like video games and you like battle royale type first person shooter, first person shooter. I don't know. They never do show what the perspective is in the game in Gun Gale. We don't get that we don't get a sense of that. I think it's FPS. Maybe. Anyways, I like me a good first-person shooter. Not third-person shooter. Battle Royales are meh, but I do like first-person shooters in general. I don't know if I like the Battle Royale stuff so much. I've played Fortnite and I've played Call of Duty. It's okay. When you die early, it's like, oh, crap. I've got all this stuff and then I'm dead. That part's annoying. But I like the team-based thing. And usually you can only do... I'm getting too real-worldly in here. I do like the fact in the anime, let's stick to the anime, that you get to be in a big team. It doesn't have to be just 4 people. It could be, I think Team Shinked had like 7 people on the team, which was a nice addition. Out of all the people, of course, I mean, I think they just kind of direct you in that direction. That Team Shinked is your favorite of Len's rivals because they know each other in real life. The whole team, little gymnast girls, are cute with their cheering on of Karen in the real world. And trying to get her to win or something like that. But then in the video game and Gun Gale, they have a rivalry going on, which still has not happened. So they're teasing that the whole time. Those jerks over there, you writers of this anime, thank you very much. But y'all teasing with the rivalry that still has not happened in the first part of the season and the second part of the season. Ridiculous. So the squad jam happens, and of course, Len wins again, and kills Peter Hui, which is great because Peter Hui really wants to kill Len, but it's just not happening. So another teaser, once again, goodness, ends up great. We have a little Titanic moment there where the ship's sinking and everybody's falling. Yeah, y'all know Titanic. Hopefully, it came out in '94 or whatever. So hopefully y'all know what's going on there. That kind of thing's happening. Then we get to season 2. We get to the second part of season 2. Where they're testing AI. There's a beta test. And of course, all the same teams, like, once again, come back. Machine Gun Boys. They still crack me up. Their little machine guns are life or whatever. And trying to adopt M into the team because he has a very something gun. I'll tell you right now, I know a P90, but the rest of these gun names is like, whatever. Unless it's a Gatling gun, then I know that one. Yeah. I'm going to fire me a Gatling gun at some point. Oh, boy, that'd be so good. Not just in the video game. We've done that plenty of times. And a P90. If I didn't have to say that, I shouldn't have to say that. Y'all should know that. But that was pretty cool that they were fighting against AI, beta testing AI, and then come to well, I'll get to that point. But they had to like assault a castle, which was cool because the AI team had different sniper and like heavy machine gun people. This is weird that the trailer doesn't have any of that part in there. This is just the first squad jam part in here. Let's just see behind me. There's the squad jam part that they had to do. But the testing of the AI was kind of cool, and then especially how Len got herself out of being captured. which was great. By the time I'm going a little bit over. This is the spoiler warning, so I can go a little bit longer than my 10 minutes. It was kind of like the squad jam, but shorter because they were going against each other because there could be PvP between the teams, but then they decided to work together because they realized the AI was a little bit stronger. I wonder why. Than a normal AI. You know what a normal AI in that world is. But the normal AI could have been, however you want to put that. So that was interesting. And she gets kidnapped at one point. Everybody has 3 lives, so she sacrificed a life to get away. That was very jarring how she did that. I'm not going to spoil that part. Y'all can have that on the watching of the season 2. That part was pretty cool. But they end up winning against the AI just barely. Of course, it goes down to the second because why not? It's anime. And then this new character, this wild card lady that teamed up with the blonde hair sniper girl. I know her name is fine, whatever. They end up killing each other in the squad jam, but then they show up at the last part of the AI beta testing. I want to see more of that. Who is this person that's just randomly, kind of crazy. But we skip to the last episode, and of course the gymnast team, Shink, is helping Karen. And then we see that some of these AI people are not really AI people, but they're military veterans that have been PTSD'd, and they're trying to un-PTSD them in a very technical way. I know I said that very technically. So that part was interesting. And like I said earlier, like 10 minutes ago, that in real world, in our world, that is 100% going to be a thing. I think they're already using that for PTSD and like CTPSD acronyms. And I really love the fact when they take something out of the real world and put it into the anime like that. And that's going to be a thing. So many thoughts about that. I'm fully in support of this trend in anime and in real life. If I didn't say that already. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go too long with this anime review. There's the anime, as you can see, is on Crunchyroll. I don't know where else. Probably Amazon, all that, yada, yada, yada. Smackety. Season 2 and hopefully another season of Gun Gale Online. I'm totally fine with this going just as long as SAO, which I would like to see another season of that, obviously. Such a good show. And I love that this spin-off is doing so well. I did not expect them to do a season 2 of the GGO, and I'm so glad they did, focusing on the different animes. I would not mind. Would I want them to keep it separate? I would like to see Len in SAO. And I would love to see, was it Kira? I forgot the name. There's so many just black-haired main characters out there in anime. I would like to see him in Gun Gale again. I want to see the long-haired version. I would like to see the whole team members on Gun Gale Online. The one friend that he picked up from Gun Gale Online and brought her into SAO, even though it's not SAO, whatever game they're on now, and see a little spin-off of that going back. Yeah, I want to see all that. Very good. Very good. Love it all. So hopefully SAO season 5, 6, 7, whatever it is, and then another Gun Gale season 3. Totally on board with this. Jim Jam, giving it a 5 sniper bullets out of 6. 5 sniper bullets out of 5 for this one. Go check it out. Season 3, Gun Gale Online. That's all for now. The podcast has been on hiatus for a little bit, as y'all can see if y'all listening to both, consuming both. But we'll be back at some point. I gotta, Frost has gone out it's his time of year, so he's gone out and made a snowman. I gotta keep him from being distracted. At some point, I'll catch him and bring him back in to record some more episodes. Those episodes, when they do come out, are on Tuesdays on all major platforms so far. And these episodes of the reviews, spoiler warning, and the regular review shows, because there's a new season. Hopefully, y'all will see more reviews. Oh, I gotta finish the last season too, but yeah. New season just started, and there's like 20 freaking anime. They're all good. Half of them, of course, no, not half. Like 15 out of 20 of them are isekais, reincarnation isekais. This is why it's called Isekai Podcast, because that's all we're getting right now. I'm actually getting sick of it, but then I still watch them. So, yes, that's happening. Both things are true. But catch us later. I will say, Tuesdays for the podcast. These will come out when they come out. All right. Bye.